Are you noticing that people are looking the other way at pretty glaring red flags when it comes to qualifications or character, just to hire people based upon their sexual identity? And it's having some real repercussions.
It is, Jesse. You know, this is one of the unfortunate reasons why I left the Democratic Party, was this obsession with the externals, with the superficial, with the labels. And it's sad, you know, it goes against the very message that Dr. Martin Luther King had, that we would judge each other based on the content of our character rather than the color of our skin, rather than sexuality, rather than all of these other labels that are unfortunately used so often to divide us. And as a result, rather than treating each other with what we in Hawaii call aloha, with respect, seeing each other as children of God, that we are all equal and should be treated with respect as such, we have people who are hired or fired based on these superficial so-called identities. The negative consequence is you have people who are in positions of power, they get hired, but they're not necessarily qualified for the job.
Well, I wouldn't vote for anybody that was actually behind bars during the election, not once but twice. And I wouldn't actually hire anybody like Sammy, not because what he does in his personal life, because that's fine with me, but someone who broadcasts their sexual life so graphically all over the internet, that might make me think, you know what, maybe we shouldn't trust him with, I don't know, spent nuclear rods.
Yeah, you know, I think it's about going deeper into what really matters. As a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserves, I can tell you that I don't care what my soldiers' race, religion, or sexual preferences are. It makes no difference to me. What I look for is what is the content of their character. Are they people who embody selfless service, personal courage, respect, a commitment to the mission and serving our country? The bigger consequence of all of this stuff we're seeing here, this identity politics and the Democratic Party's obsession with it, is our country is being divided. We are being torn apart. And what we are known as around the world, those values of excellence that we are known for around the world, frankly, are diminishing.
Do you think we're ever going to see the surveillance footage of Sammy wheeling away the Vera Bradley bag in a full sprint from the airport, or do you think they're going to suppress it like they tried to do the Pauly P. DUI footage?
I think there is such a lack of transparency, and you can see the bias in those who are very quick to leak and release information or videos or whatever when it serves their political narrative. But when it doesn't, all of a sudden, you know, everything gets thrown into the vault or the evidence disappears.
Yeah, I have a feeling if Tulsi pinched a bag that cost about $3,000 at the airport and hightailed it out to the taxi, I feel like we'd find out about that probably the next day, and it would be on every station in America.
Tulsi would never pinch a bag from anywhere for any reason.
I
would
believe
go barefoot.
you. I believe you. Thank you very much, Tulsi.
Thanks, Jesse.